The Senate's holding AI briefings, Instagram's releasing a chatbot, and Mark Andreessen says AI will save the world. Welcome back to the AI Breakdown Brief, all the AI headline news you need in 5 minutes or less. If you want this via email, check out the link in the description to get the AI Breakdown newsletter. Now, recently we have had a lot of discourse around big tech and AI. In particular, with Apple's big WWDC event this week, people were wondering if Apple was going to jump into the generative AI fray. Now, it didn't in a big way. Obviously, its emphasis was on its new Vision Pro, which is its entrance into the mixed reality AR, VR type of space, but there was still a lot of speculation around the AI strategies that may be lurking in the future. And in fact, in an interview on Good Morning America the day after the event, Tim Cook took the time to discuss ChatGPT. He said that when it comes to Apple itself, they tend to try to integrate AI in rather than leading with it as the marketed feature, but that he uses ChatGPT personally and that the company is taking a close look on its applications and how it might be used in the future. Now, the social media networks have been a little bit more aggressive about integrating AI into their experiences. In April, Snapchat integrated an AI chatbot into its application, and it was immediately the subject of questions and concerns. Now, over time, some of that has moderated, but it still hasn't been, let's call it, a breakaway hit feature. However, known tech leaker Alessandro Paluzzi says that Instagram is now working on bringing AI bots into their chats for a, quote, more fun and engaging experience. Paluzzi shared a screenshot allegedly from a forthcoming Instagram experience that says, "Chat with an AI. Bring AI to your chats for a more fun and engaging experience. Answer questions, gives advice. Choose from different personalities. Chat with 30 AI personalities and find which one you like best. Inspire your creativity. Find the best ways to express yourself and get help writing messages." Now, that's not very much to go on, but that hasn't stopped people from speculating wildly about what an Instagram bot might do for the app's experience. Moving over into the policy realm, the U.S. Senate is getting more serious about trying to understand AI. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has announced that over the next few weeks, there will be 3 hearings on the topic. In a letter to his colleagues, he wrote, "AI is already changing our world, and experts have repeatedly told us that it will have a profound impact on everything from our national security to our classrooms to our workforce, including potentially significant job displacement." Given that, the first hearing will be a general overview of AI, the second will be a focus on how to retain American leadership in the space, and the third will be a classified briefing concerning defense and intelligence issues surrounding the technology. The dates of those hearings have not yet been finalized. While the politicians might just be learning about AI, the consultants are already using it. McKinsey says that about half of its employees are already using generative AI. This came from the senior partner and global leader at Quantum Black, which is McKinsey's artificial intelligence consulting arm. He said that McKinsey had created guardrails for employees using the tools, including, quote, guidelines and principles about what information the workers could input into these services. In the world of applied business, artificial intelligence is finding its way into, well, everything. Yesterday, Google and Priceline announced a new partnership through which Google's AI will power a virtual travel agent. If you've seen a Twitter thread about generative AI or ChatGPT or anything like that, you'll probably have seen this type of travel use case as one of the examples they give. With this partnership, Priceline is trying to get out ahead of that and integrate AI directly into its experience to give people a more tailored concierge-type experience. Moving over to the technical side of things, one of the limitations of AI currently is its context window. ChatGPT currently has a context window of 8,000 tokens, which in English means somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 words on average. That means that any more than that, and you have to split up what you're entering into ChatGPT into multiple embeddings to try to help ChatGPT understand. ChatGPT will at some point roll out a 32,000 token context window, although it said that one of its limitations is availability of GPUs. And about a month ago, Anthropic introduced a 100,000 token context window on its Claude LLM. That corresponds to around 75,000 words, which is roughly the length of The Great Gatsby. Well, now a company called Magic has introduced something called LTM1. This, they say, is a prototype of a neural network architecture that is designed for giant context windows. In fact, they say this is an LLM that can handle 5 million prompt tokens. 5 million prompt tokens, they say, is around 500,000 lines of code, which is enough to fully cover most repositories. They write, "We tried to scale standard GPT context windows, but quickly got stuck. So we designed a new approach, the long-term memory network. Training and serving LTM nets required a custom machine learning stack, from GPU kernels to how we distribute the model across a cluster. What's next? More compute. LTM nets see more context than GPTs, but LTM1 has fewer parameters than today's frontier models, making it less smart. They're looking now for developers to help test the product as well as expand its performance, so I'm sure we'll be hearing more about this in the future." Lastly today, the man behind the Netscape browser and the software is eating the world thesis has written a new 7,000-word missive called Why AI Will Save the World. He starts, "The era of artificial intelligence is here, and boy, are people freaking out. Fortunately, I am here to bring the good news. AI will not destroy the world, and in fact, may save it." Now, as I said, this is a 7,000-word piece, and so of course I'm training a voice model on myself so that I can have it read it to you on a long read Sunday. But to briefly sum up, he goes through 5 risks that people have talked about with AI. Will AI kill us all? Will AI ruin our society? Will AI take all our jobs? Will AI lead to crippling inequality? Will AI lead to people doing bad things? And tries to systematically dismantle each of those arguments. The conclusion that he comes to is that there is a different risk that he says is probably the scariest of all. He writes, "AI isn't just being developed in the relatively free societies of the West. It is also being developed by the Communist Party of the People's Republic of China. China has a vastly different vision for AI than we do. They view it as a mechanism for authoritarian population control, full stop. They are not even being secretive about this. They are very clear about it, and they are already pursuing their agenda. The single greatest risk of AI is that China wins global AI dominance and that we, the United States and the West, do not." Now, this is the type of piece that is guaranteed to get a lot of discussion. So like I said, I'm working on reading a full version of it for Long Read Sunday this week. And as people write more responses to it, I'll also include those in future episodes. That's it, however, for today's AI Breakdown Brief. If you're enjoying, please like, subscribe, and share, and click that notification button. And I'll be back soon with the main AI Breakdown.